Does anyone see a pattern here? I must spend copious amounts of time on marketing that does not work over and over again until I find marketing that does work. I must spend copious amounts of money on marketing that does not work over and over again until I find marketing that does work. You can tell I've said this 10,000 times. When we bring our franchisees in, we make them say it out loud, fill in the book at least 100 times. Trying to build those neural pathways. So let's do it. Let's do the second one. I must spend copious amounts of time on marketing. That doesn't work.
That doesn't work.
Over and over again until I find marketing that does work. Who likes what they're hearing right now or doesn't like it? Don't worry, this will all piece together. But this works. These mantras are powerful. I was thinking of a way to stand out for your company. I don't know, a headline. And you can leverage off other phrases or people or celebrities or brands. If I say the phrase without finishing it and you just fill in the blank, just do that for me now. Ready, set, go. Well, I'll come up with ready, set, clean. And it's just a way to get attention. Who's come up with an idea like that? And I've tried it. I mean, I thought that idea is kind of stupid. Well, maybe not. Or maybe it is for some of you. It is not a stupid idea. It's the execution. All your ideas are fine. But do one thing first. Do the things that work first, that you get told to do by your franchisor. Until you're doing that, just chuck out all your ideas to the side. When you're doing them first, I don't care who you are, this is my recommendation, then play with your ideas and follow these mantras with it. I could build an ad that makes you guys franchise sales or cleaning contracts with ready, set, clean. I just got to figure it out because I've got to use these mantras to do it. But so could you. It's not hard. They're the mantras that serve everything. You do not need to learn anything about marketing ever again if you apply this, because the people that have marketing degrees, they don't know shit as far as I'm concerned. They don't build businesses off mistakes, like what really happens. As soon as you get that you have to find what doesn't work until you get to what does work, you get there quicker. It's like Thomas Edison, yeah? He invented the light bulb, 10,000 ways it didn't work. Number 3, I must spend, number 4.
Number 4, yep.
Copious amounts Now, I want to put it to you guys. Let's have a guess at what the next word might be. Any ideas?
Effort.
Effort? Anyone else?
Time.
Time, we've done time. What's your name?
Ian.
Ian? Any other ideas? Energy? That's a good answer. Anyone else? Ideas? That's a good one. The answer for our mantra is effort. Give it up for Ian. I must spend copious amounts of effort on marketing that does not work. Over and over again Let's say it out loud if we're finished. What's your name, sir?
Cameron. Does not work.
Nice to meet you, Cameron. And for the rest of you, nice to meet you.
Are we saying until I find marketing that does work? Is that
correct? Yeah. Let's say it out loud. I must spend copious amounts of effort on marketing that doesn't work.
Marketing that does not work.
Until I find marketing that over and over again, over and over again, until I find marketing that does work. So, we could put this into one sentence and change the wording, but it's like this for a reason. 3 distinctions: money, time, effort. Because we've had franchisees and marketing agencies, whatever, and they splash the cash. Spending lots of money on marketing doesn't work until you figure it's not the problem. They lack the time and the effort. They don't think, they don't work out why it's not working. They've got the money side. And then we've got franchisees, marketing agencies, marketing experts that have all the brilliant ideas, they spend all the time and or effort, but they don't back themselves by putting in the budget. You need all 3. And knowing, I'm not here to tell you what our secret herbs and spices are. I've got a few for you coming up, but I want you to know that it's all in the execution, the mindset. Believe it or not, you're all a team. You're a family. In our culture, we have, the Melbourne guys have a breakthrough in a new marketing idea. And when they prove that that works, that gets shared with Perth and the whole rest of the company. Or something happens and it stops working, we know about it. And they know, they don't keep it to themselves. They want to help everyone else. I want you to know that you're in the same franchise system and culture, and it's up to you guys to nurture that for one another. And it starts with you guys right here. Raise your hand if you think you are pretty good at marketing.
I'm not going.
Sean? I've heard a bit about you, Sean.
Yeah.
And you didn't put up your hand.
I just put it in the middle.
Give yourself some credit. All right, let's go to the other one. Who thinks you're really hopeless at marketing? Thank you. And the rest of you, okay, or maybe? Don't compare yourself to me. I'm shit. No, I'm not, but I'm trying to help. All right, at your own tables, I'll have a little breakout session. I'll let you have a chat and we'll move into the next section. I want you to just share for 2 or 3 minutes what you've learnt, and then I'll go to each one of you. Just one takeaway so far. We're going to piece this all together. So have a little chat and just come up and write down one thing you've learnt so far. All right, 10 seconds. Anyone not got something? I apologise. You're Damien's wife, correct? Yeah. Just didn't, so Alrighty, who wants to go first?
Sure.
One takeaway.
One takeaway we were talking about is something that you've actually said, not involved in that, but does tie into it, was just mindset determines execution determines results.
Awesome. Nikita?
I like your first bit, where if I'm not getting as many customers as I want, someone is getting my damn customers. It's just franchise inquiries or even customers who are wanting a quote, if you don't act quickly in the next minute or so, somebody else is going to drive it. And execution as well. Like, you know, 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏𝗏 has got such a beautiful model, and if you don't follow that, you're not going to get results. Just like you gave that example of the Domino's, that you had that result because you followed the script. We've seen success by following that script and the process. A little bit out you go, and you're not going to produce.
Boom.
Yes.
I have a burning. That's beautiful. Who is thinking right now marketing for franchise sales? Both? Okay. Okay. No, cool. My burning, and you probably know this, but we have franchise sales that someone else is damn getting our franchise sales. We've had franchise sales, and the guy was looking at a battery business or a Subway before they came on board. So your competition may not be other cleaning franchises, but it's every other franchise out there. So it's 100% true. Sean?
Takeaway is I probably should put more time, spend more money, and put a bit more effort into the marketing. And there we go.
Lots of mantra.
I love it. It's really great answer, mate, by the way.
Beautiful. And what's your name?
Jade.
Jade?
Yeah.
What have you got for us, Jade?
Sean stole my one, really. As always. That you need all three. Yeah, it's easy to throw money into something and then not actually put in the time or the effort, or vice versa. But putting all in all three is very important.
Pretty much exactly the
Cameron?
same time. But like, to be honest, I never was copious, so I spend like time on something. If it doesn't work, jump to the next one and then jump to the next one until find something that works better. But like never stay on one thing that just like insist on it until I make it work.
Yep. Spanner and what? Kirk, what have you taken away?
I just absolutely love money, time, effort, all of them combined.
Why?
One's not going to work on its own. You need all of them. It's just an application of all three. Love it.
They feel like 6-year-old kind of easy to understand. Yeah, got it, aren't they? But it's so important. What's your name?
It's me, Anjan. Anjan?
Hajju?
Yeah, Anjan.
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 What did you take away?
Yes, definitely. We need to spend more time, money, and the efforts to get new customers and grow the business. Yeah, definitely. The 3 points, the 2, 3, and 4, they are the main thing for us to grow the business. The first thing is we have to learn from there. 2, 3, 4, we have to improve ourselves to get new customers.
Yeah. And your name?
Monica.
Monica? What did I get that right?
Yeah. So yeah, same thing. And like we can't keep like only one thing and then move away. We have to bring like 4 things ourselves and then try to spend more time, everything, keep with ourselves, and then try to grow the business.
Now, I've done this a few times, and every audience I get back what they learn, they've forgotten so many things already. Like, do these things first before trying things, or 29, or, I've said 100 things so far, and most people see how this is so important. This is why we ingrain this stuff. This is really important to get this stuff done first, because we forget till you learn. But this is a good mantra for every marketing activity you engage in for the rest of your life. You'll succeed. You can do it, because you will find the marketing that works. You just got to have a different expectation about it. Damien, what have you learnt so far?
Oh, well, apart from that, which I think is genius, is execution. So the same person can do something and it works, and someone else and it doesn't, and it's all execution.
I have so many stories of that, and I bet you do too. What's your name? Ian?
I went back to one of the very first things you said, which was follow the system. And if that's going to be the system, make sure you stick to it. And it not necessarily in that order. If you're going to spend the money, it's useless spending that money if you don't invest the time and you don't invest the effort. You can miss anything else out, the system breaks down.
Beautiful. You, sir? Paul?
Success won't come if I stay doing what I'm currently doing, which is obviously not that.
Okay. Awesome. Let's continue. So we've got the 4 mantras that we bring our franchisee in our system, and they're pretty scared by now. And we set them up with the important things to do today. I don't know Urban Clean that well to know what that would be, but it's whatever Damien tells you to do. I promise you. Damien, just like secretly, are you really trying to get them to do things that are going to make their business worse? I don't think he's ever going to say that, ever. So why aren't you answering the phone on the second ringtone? Why do Domino's tell people to do that? Higher conversion rate. I didn't question it, so you got to stop questioning it. And when you have a breakthrough, share it with all of the other Urban Clean franchisees that are not here as well. Because what happens then, they might do your brilliant idea and do it better than you, and then they come back with you and go, I made a little tweak to it, and it builds from there. And all of a sudden you stop becoming segregated franchisee parts, keeping your closest secrets to yourself. You become an army of helping one another. I'm not part of your system. I don't know what the culture is like, but that's what we've got going on. And it started from someone at our conference telling us that that's how it should be. So I'm doing that for you guys now. Maybe you already have it. I don't know. So, how are we going for time?
Yeah, you're on another half hour.
Okay. I'm going to give you what I've observed as some gaps in maybe your marketing, and I could be wrong, but I think they're really, really powerful, and I think there's some alternate things to work on. And then I'm going to open up to questions and do a bit of workshopping with you to give you some actual minutiae to take away. So, who remembers this number? 29. Does anyone know what significance 29 is? I didn't come up with this, but it's very, very important.
It's a prime number?
Yes. 29 is the number that someone said that a customer has to be exposed to your brand before they trust you. Since 2015. Once upon a time, you were a big company if you were in the yellow pages or on TV. Nowadays, it's about attention. I've given you one, and I'll say it again, you've probably forgotten, but vehicle signage. We know, we've tracked it over the years, how many times customers see us, and it pays for itself, and it's a very hard thing to measure and track, but that alone is tallying up these numbers to the masses and the people out there. You don't know where people are, where they're seeing your car on the weekend. But if you've got nothing on your car, they're not seeing your brand. It's like a must. We measure things like giving out 1 business card or 2 business cards, or a pack, like at a magnet, a stubby cooler, a presentation folder. Not a presentation folder that's sell, but handy information. You might spend $5 and leave it at for our customers, we have a budget. It's very different to what you guys do because you have repeat business. But as many points of contact, because if you're thinking about this, you're trying to reach how many people are in your territory? How many? I don't know. Times that by 29. And if you only got one strategy working, how much longer does it take to hit someone's eyeballs 29 times? We know in our system the power of synergy. And we've measured this because we've had, in say one territory, we've got 7 marketing strategies on the go. And we know we want to do another 2, but we'll test it in this area first. That's also got 7. And we watch the synergy of 7 to 9. Those extra 2 marketing strategies may not necessarily have, on a surface level, a big impact. But months and years down the track, the synergy has paid tenfold. And we've tracked that through referrals and word of mouth. When you're, I don't know if you do track your marketing, but our system makes it non-negotiable. And it's a simple question. When they get a phone call, how did you hear about us? It goes in the CRM. So we know if they called from the car or the logo on the back of the shirt, which we never used to get because we didn't have logos on the back of the shirt. They see it, or it was the second business card, or a customer, any of our 70 different things, we want to know exactly, with as much detail as possible, how the customer heard about us. So we do this, so we can make informed decisions. And the synergy of, say, 5 to 7 to 9 has boosted our referrals and word of mouth through the roof. So 29, remember that, 29 touch points. I've given you one, vehicle signage. 𝗙𝗏𝗀 doesn't have that currently, do they? No. Something to consider. Number 2, I don't think you have this going on yet. Google reviews. Okay. How you go about that may need some guidance from Damien, but can I speak about this? Yeah. We have, our independent franchisees have their own GMB, Google My Business, on the map. And we tell them that it's imperative that they get to 100 reviews as quickly as possible. It's not about honesty, it's about marketing. Recency trumps volume. Recency trumps volume. If one of our competitors has 20 reviews, but we've got 70, and that competitor gets a review that week and we don't, they will temporarily rank higher. But then the following week, you both get none, the volume wins. But recency trumps volume. In your Google reviews, you want to have keywords. So that would be words along the lines of awesome office cleaning, commercial cleaning, those sort of things for your business. If they say, Paul was polite, professional, turned up on time, he was amazing. I don't know if you're doing the actual cleaning or not, but your team or whatever. They say that's great, but that doesn't have keywords in it. Keywords and a photo make the Google review rank about 3 times more than a standard review. So Google reviews. We bang on about this to our franchisees every single conference, because they don't do it as well as I think they should. But the guys that have hundreds of reviews, their business is just, they're getting more customers than they can handle sometimes. I think there's a massive opportunity for you guys to do that. People see those reviews and it just psychologically, when they see that you got 5 5-star reviews, or they see that you got 370 5-star reviews, I've got to get these guys. It might reduce your marketing spend somewhere else. You have no idea. I'm recommending it for a reason. When you get to, I'm giving you some high level stuff here. When you get to 200 5-star reviews, you can deliberately start collecting 1-star and 2-star reviews that say good things about you. So that when people read the 1-star and 2-star reviews, they get confused. We do it, and I can point out 50 or 100 other businesses that do that as well. Has anyone ever heard about this? No? We've got one nod over there. Okay, so this is my challenge to you. We haven't even got started yet. So, now I will do this. Getting Google reviews is sometimes harder than you might think. You go to the actual customer and ask would be the crappiest way to do it. Here's, I think you'll get this. Paul, have you learnt something today? Did you like my speech on marketing?
Fantastic.
Okay, thank you. If you don't mind, my marketing business on speaking really relies on reviews. Would be happy to give me a review today. Thank you so much. Now it's a little bit tricky. Do you have a Gmail account?
I do.
Okay, well if you don't mind, we can do it right now. And if you just want to give me your phone, we'll bring it up and you can tell me what to say. Would that be okay? Okay. Is it locked or?
Yeah, but I'm not.
Okay. Thank you. What do you want to say? And I'm putting in the keywords. Are you happy with that?
Fantastic.
Thank you so much. That's how we do it. Because if you leave it up to them to do it, oh yeah, I'll do it later, I'll do it tonight, they don't. Do it on, I don't know when you get in front of your customers, but that's how you do it. That's the most proven technique. That is a second ringtone answering strategy that's worked for us across tens of thousands of people. I'd recommend that. And don't get weird with taking someone's phone. When you have problems with your phone or your computer, you just hand it over to the person that fixes your screen. They're not looking at your phone. So don't make it awkward. Just be real casual, grab their phone, follow the script, and get your 5-star reviews as quickly as you can. Who likes that? Yeah?
We're tying well with doing customer testimonials and stuff anyways. We do it at the same time.
Yep.
When do you do it, Shane?
Hey?
When do you do it?
When do we do it?
Yep.
Right at the end, before we leave the job, we invoice on the tablet, getting paid kind of in that moment before we leave.
Yep.
Yep. The guys have their little QR codes on, it might be on the back of their phone, and it means that they can just quickly scan and it takes you straight to the page. The problem with reviews, you've got to be don't think about honesty. It's a marketing game. You have to be so, can't think of the word. You have to be so onto it. People's Gmail accounts, sometimes they don't use them and they close and you lose reviews. If they're savvy enough and one day something happens, they know to go in and change a 5-star to 2 stars. That affects you. But you need to be very proactive about it. Get the 5-star reviews as fast as you possibly can and watch customers just organically come to you.
You have to have a Gmail account to be able to Google review, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
One thing is a lot of our guys don't have a physical location, so how's that work with Google, get Google reviews if you haven't got a physical location? Is there a way around?
We don't have a physical location.
Okay, so what's the way around?
So the way you set it up, we're a mobile business. You register your address for the registration, but on the maps, it doesn't show anywhere. It shows a service area. Yeah. So like, what's your territory, Sean?
WA, Western Australia.
Okay.
So we could do it because we have an office, you know, so we can set it up with a physical location, but a lot
Yep.
of the franchisees, if they wanted to do it,
Yep.
because they haven't got a physical location, you know, thought that would be a challenge.
No, it's not a challenge at all.
Well, my suggestion would be that regionals would be the one to set it up, because a franchisee is going to have maybe, you know, 30, 40 customers max, whereas regionals going to have hundreds and hundreds of customers.
Yeah, it's essentially it's urban within WA or it's urban within Gold
Yeah,
Coast, you know,
exactly,
everyone's
yeah.
feeding into that.
What you say, man,
Yeah.
Well, that's when I did a location.
So you can have a listing for WA for your actual business shop, and then every single one of their franchisees can have one set up at where they live at their address.
Right, right.
I'm jealous because each one of them can collect hundreds of reviews. Maybe not as much as we can. We have a high turnover of customers, but there's still no excuse.